Hey, and there was, I got to tell you, what's so cool is we know this. We talked about it on the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. By the way, if you're not a part of it, join the community. It's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Every Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9 a.m. Eastern, hundreds of loan officers from across the country get together, mastermind. And one of the things Carl brought up this morning, I love it. It's so true. We're running into the fourth quarter of the year, and what you do today is what's going to set the tone for your December and January, because we're in a 90-day cycle. And he said one phrase: offers minus no's equals money.
Yeah.
And the reality is this: whoever makes the most offers is going to have the most no's, but also make the most money. And Frank, one of the things, that has been fun, I'm doing the great restart. You and I have talked about it.
Yeah.
We hadn't gone into great detail on the podcast, but we will soon. And I'm making a lot of outbound calls, and it's been fun. I got two callers making calls. Hey, matter of fact, I ran the numbers the other day. The first 90 days, we made 2,700 outbound calls. I mean, it's a lot of
Wow.
calls.
Yeah.
And, I stumbled into something about 3 weeks ago, and I thought I'm going to share it with our community on how to make the calls easier. You want to
Okay.
know?
I can't wait to hear. Tell
Okay.
me.
No, well, two things.
Yeah.
Number one, have people help you make calls. But
True.
outside of that, right?
Hmm.
Um, so what's helped me make more of the calls? So I've got a list of 75 top agents. And when I mean top agents, they're doing 150 transactions a year. I mean, they're great agents. And you know what I did? You and I both use Chris Johnstone's
Right.
loanofficercrm.ai.
Hmm.
And if you don't know about it, check it out, loanofficercrm.ai. But in there, on every one of the agents I'm going after to call, there's something called an opportunity value. You know about this?
I know it's in there. I haven't made use of it. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So what happens is in even if you've got a spreadsheet, some people may just use like an Excel document. Doesn't matter how you do it. But what I started doing was I started going in, and for my list of agents that I'm calling, a qualified agent, do you know how much a qualified agent's actually worth? Like how much revenue
Yeah.
you'd
How do
put
you
as far as,
quantify that?
well,
What do you?
you'd put, so a qualified agent, you're likely to close 8 to 10 transactions a year. Closing 8 to 10 transactions a year, you're looking at about $3,000 commission. And I know some are more, some are less. For me, it's actually a little bit more.
It's like 24 to 30,000,
Yeah,
something like
so $36,000
that.
is what the
Okay.
average qualified agent's worth. And it doesn't mean you wouldn't make more. It's just helping you identify the value of a qualified agent. And so what's really cool is like right now, and I'll give you an example. I've got 29 agents that I'm going after, and I know they're valuable. And this is just in one of the many categories. And whenever I put $36,000 value to each one of them, Frank, whenever I look at my call list for this group of realtors, 29 opportunities, and some of them I haven't put the values in because, I don't know them as well or whatever, but the ones I do, brother, it's $528,000 a year in potential revenue. And then I
This
got
is
my,
a very cool thing to do. The light is shining on me right now. I
yeah,
get it. So now when I go in to make my calls, I'm
yeah,
seeing the opportunity value. Like,
right,
this is what these people are potentially worth to
yeah,
me and
right,
my family if
yes.
I do my job.
That's it. Well, if I just so listen, this group right here is worth $528,000. So if I'll make 29 out, so for me, and I'm looking at my list right now, I've got 84 agents now that I'm going after actively.
Okay.
And so I got 29 that moved on to my realtor contact list, and that means somehow we were either introduced or they're not cold. I just don't go after cold people. I go after warm relationships.
Hmm.
But now, when I look at that list on Monday, guess what? It was easy to make the calls because those 29 calls, which by the way, Frank, guess what? Only 12 are going to answer out of 29 at a
Right.
high level. So it's primarily leaving voicemails
Right.
over the next 12 weeks so that I get the opportunity to wake up the relationships. And even one of the guys yesterday, Bob Pollard, great loan realtor in Houston. Dude, we talked on the phone and I'm like, My man, not only is it a great call, but that's a $36,000 opportunity. He's well
Mm,
qualified. And so when you're adding dollars to the opportunity, for me personally, it was a breakthrough about 3 or 4 weeks ago because look, I don't care who you are, Carl White, Frank Garay, Steve Kyles, the greatest, whoever the greatest outbound marketer is, there's days you wake up and it's like, bro, I don't want to make another call.
yeah.
But I also know this, the calls plus the emails plus the targeted Facebook ads plus the mailers plus the text, it's creating this massive momentum. Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. I'd also love to hear from you. Make sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you think, or what it is you want to see next. And we'll see you on the inside. See you. And
Mm.
so let me give you an example. Over the last couple of weeks, I've met with 14 agents. Just in this, and I got this little opportunity list for the last, I think it's 3 weeks. I've met with 14 agents. Guess what their opportunity value is?
What?
$428,000.
Man.
Well, guess what? Those 14 calls, that's pretty easy.
Pretty
And
easy to
then
make
and
those
and,
calls.
and you
Yeah.
guys know that I've only been originating now, truly originating for 90. I just crossed the 90-day mark. Frank, I now have 16 Focus 40 agents.
Wow.
I've got six. Guess what their value is?
What?
$428,000 a year.
Wow.
And then I've got 14 now that have actively referred me that are unqualified. You know what? They're worth 96,000. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I did on the unqualified. I've got some that I put an $8,000 value, some I put 4.
Yeah.
I've got one I put 0, but maybe we'll close one with him. But I just looked at their volume, and if like this one, DeAndre, he hadn't closed a loan in a couple years. I didn't put any value on it, but I've got someone who closed a couple buy sides, and I put 4,000. I thought I'll close a deal with her in a year.
Maybe get one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just went in and I wasn't real rigid about it. I just looked at it and said, okay, Genesis and Catherine and Sherry and Carla. And what happens is, and listen to this, then there's some of those agents that say, no, just call me, once a month, every other month. I've got a group of biweekly agents. There's 11 of them for 84,000. And what's amazing, when I look at this call list now, Frank, I have in my group 84 opportunities. Now, Renee calls 200 a week. Melissa calls 150. I mean, we're making a lot of outbound calls, but I personally am making 84. The value's over $1.5 million a year. And so I just thought, let's get on a podcast, find a way to motivate yourself to make the phone calls. And for me personally, when I see the revenue, it's just a game changer because it helps me bypass all the fear. I'm like, bro, 84 calls to make $1.5 million a year. And knowing that 95 days ago, I hadn't originated technically alone in 4 years, dude, I'll do this all day long. I mean, it
Right.
just makes the call so easy.
Carl always talks about it. What we always do on animals, a new qualified agent,
Yeah.
could equal 36 grand a year. I
Yeah.
mean, just
Yeah.
if you're doing it in simple terms and,
Yeah.
averages that are very realistic and reasonable,
Yeah.
and so we know that in our mind per se, but the fact that you've now put it into the CRM as an
Yeah. As an
opportunity
opportunity.
value,
Yeah.
so I can see the number
Yeah.
when I'm going in to make my calls, that's a real game changer. It
It
reminds you,
keeps
it
you
gives you the
motivated.
vision, reminds
Yeah.
you of this is
Yeah.
what this relationship could be worth to me.
That's right. That's
Should I
right.
make a call?
Yeah.
You know, do I feel weird about making? Why am I feeling weird? Like this is what this relationship is
Real dollars.
potentially
Yeah.
worth to me, right? If I do it properly, and
Hey, and it's
that's a
like
great idea.
real dollars, and you're just looking at it, and in the way our CRM, it doesn't matter what you use an Excel document. I just found it was cool because I look at my Focus 40 and I'm like, dude, I will bang through 16 calls for $428,000 all day long.
All day long.
Like when I was 15, I used to dig ditches and pour concrete. And the other day we were driving to my son's football, Lucas's football, and they got this major construction site. And every time I drive by it, I literally will tell Lucas, I am so grateful I'm not digging ditches. I mean, I remember how hard that was. The hot
hard work.
sun, the sweaty. Yeah. And I'm like, are you
Especially in
kidding me?
Houston. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah, right. In Houston. But then I'm like 16 Focus 40 calls for 428,000.
You
I
can do
got
that.
this.
And air conditioning.
14 post
Yeah.
coffees for 428,000. I
Yeah.
got this.
With a cup
That's,
of
I
coffee.
mean, are you kidding me? That's an easy call. And so I just thought it was a great hack. And
It's a
and
great one,
I,
Steve. This is a great podcast. I hope everybody takes it to heart to
yeah,
actually put the dollar value on what that relationship could be to you and be
100%.
able to see that
Oh yeah. Yeah.
clearly when you're about to make your calls. That
Yeah.
is, you hit right on the head. This is definitely a way to make uh, to help make those calls easier.
That's it. That's
Right?
it.
It's definitely a way to do that. When you can see the potential value of that relationship getting solidified, my goodness,
It
dude,
makes you excited. You're like, dude,
this is worth something.
it's a
This is truly
real
worth
game.
something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every call is not just a call
Don't think
because I
I'm not
think
going to dive in and do it.
yeah, well, and I think otherwise it's just like why am I doing this? And we've coached so many people, but when you see the dollars, it makes sense. So,
Yeah.
all right, everybody. Hey, if you want help with this, we work through things like this in the boot camp. Got a boot camp coming up. I don't think it's the last one for the year. Go to freedomplanningcall.com. I loved it. Corey was on the Breakfast Club this Monday, and the month before she started, she was at 20, and then last month closed 38. She said
Mm,
the number one thing was I learned how to ask for the business. She
right.
was at 20 fundings a month. She had 38 fundings. It said the number one thing was learning how to ask for the business. So,
Yep.
hey, if you want help, go to freedomplanningcall.com. We'd love to help you with it. Frank, great episode. Be motivated. More offers, more no's equals more money.
Wonderful. Adios.
See ya.